So today we've got a brand new mini PC from Minis Forum. Minis Forum's one of the top mini PC brands out there, in my opinion. They've been doing a lot of cool stuff over the years, and they sent this one to me for purpose of review. And I do believe they've released a UM880 before, but this is their plus version. It has some upgrades to it, and this is a fairly capable little mini PC. So unboxing this thing, obviously we get the mini PC up in there. We get some cables, instruction manual, that kind of thing. We also do get a wall mount if you want to mount this thing up on the wall. I don't know. Some people mount these things. I don't, but if you do, you got the damn mount. So this thing's pretty nice. The setup that we have here, it is available on Amazon. That's how they're selling this thing. I'll put a link in the description. Right now, with the coupon they have on the listing, it's slightly above $500. And what you get here, this thing, I tested it with a couple of the newest AAA games out there, including Doom, The Dark Ages, and performance was fairly impressive. I'll show you in a moment, but specs-wise, what we have here is a mini PC with the AMD Ryzen 7 8845HS CPU at 5.1 gigahertz. CPU's the integrated 780M graphics. We have a 1 terabyte SSD, 32 gigabytes DDR5 RAM, so it's two 16 gig sticks that are in there. I'll show you that in a moment. Very easy to open up. They have upgraded this one to have Oculink, so that is an add-on. It comes with the board that you can add to it to use that. It doesn't just come with it already attached. You have to plug that in. It uses a M2 2280 PCIe 4.0 slot. So this can be used for external PCIe, express connections like external graphics cards. It's the biggest thing that you want to use this for. It offers faster speeds than Thunderbolt 4 or USB 4. So that's pretty cool. If you don't want to use Oculink, you can just use that slot for another SSD drive, but the housing of this, it accommodates for that Oculink. You would just take the bottom 4 feet off of the housing and unscrew it, pull the bottom off, and then you can add it. You have access to, the RAM, the SSD drive if you need to do some upgrades or whatever, get rid of some dust bunnies out of this thing. So back to specs wise here and what we got. As far as input outputs go, we have triple display capabilities with HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort 1.4, and we do have that USB 4 port. It actually has a few things we could do with that. But as far as the USBs, we got two USB 2.0 ports, two USB 3.2 ports, and then that USB-C port, which supports 40 gigabytes per second transfer speed, 4K 60 video output, or 65 to 100 watt power delivery. Then we also have 2.5 G LAN port and a little audio jack type of thing. We got Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. So nice little package here. Overall build quality seems nice. It's a little fella. Nice little powerful system here. So I did test it with a couple of the latest games that have come out. And tiny little bit of emulation, but higher end emulation. Obviously this thing is going to play Atari 2600, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, that kind of thing. No problem. But Doom Dark Ages, so just came out. I was actually offered a copy of the game for purpose of review, and I'm going to be tossing it into some videos here and there. I've been having a lot of fun playing that game. But yeah, Doom Dark Ages, playing it, on my high-end PC looks amazing. So I was like, man, I wonder how it's going to look on this, small little mini PC. And playing it on like medium settings with FSR balance going on, it looked good. I was getting like 40 to 50 FPS. It was very playable. I did notice it did kind of seem a little sluggish here and there, but it was still extremely playable on those medium settings with FSR. Obviously, this was just a quick down and dirty test of these games, but you could tweak the settings quite a bit with this game. These games are very, heavily optimized to play on a lot of different systems here, but yeah, it played great there. Put it to low settings with FSR performance, like I said, just kind of tweaking things around a bit, 60 FPS, and it was like smooth like butter, and it still looked decent. Very, very playable. The game's fun, a lot of fun. Playing it on this system was awesome. I really had no issue with it. if this is something, you just want a little budget PC that you could do some work on, play some games, maybe a little bit of editing, so whatever, right? There's a cool little system that can accomplish all that. Now, another game that I wanted to check out that I haven't played too much of, that I really should jump back into is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So I started playing that a bit on this system, and I didn't really pay attention to the specs at first. I just jumped into it. I didn't look at the what the graphics settings were at first, but I had to go back and look at it because I was saying, man, the game actually is running extremely well, and it looked really good. At the same time, like everything was just very smooth and clean looking. I know the game's not crazy, like fast paced and whatnot, but I remember when this game came out, it was like very, you know, like requirement heavy, right? But I've seen a lot of they've done a lot of tweaks with the game, with updates and whatnot to make it a little more reasonable, I guess, as far as what kind of systems it could play on. And it was playing great on this system. And I checked the settings that it had as far as video went, and everything was like either low. A few things were a little set a little higher, but most of it was low. But it still looked great, and it was running like 60 FPS, looking really awesome. So yeah, I mean these games are very playable on this chipset, and with being able to use Oculink if you have a setup to use an external graphics card, you could push it even further because I mean the CPU is very capable that we have here. Definitely could push that with an external graphics card if you want, right? So I also did a little tiny bit of emulation, just a wee bit, with Nintendo Switch, The Forbidden Fruit, and that's one I've always had I've never really messed around with too much, but it's one that I've always kind of when I've messed with it, kind of had mixed performance on some of these mini PCs, and on this one I didn't have any issues at all. Like just jumping into these games, they just played fine. I know there's issues with the emulators not existing anymore, being updated, but I don't know exactly what's going on out there with the communities taking over some of that stuff. But what's available right now and what's playable, everything was running fine. So yeah, you're gonna be able to use this as a nice little emulation machine, well-rounded little gaming machine. Obviously, it's not going to be a high-end, desktop gaming machine, but it's capable. It's capable. Have your expectations in check for around a $500 system. It's not bad if you need a little mini PC, right? So there you go. Links in the description if you're interested. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.